Type present. All of you type present. We are going to start with chapter number 8. Means we have completed MySQL part. This is the last chapter of MySQL, joining tables. And basically, see, in this particular chapter, we are going to discuss what are the various methods to join tables. Joining of the table means combining tables, right? Suppose we wanted to combine multiple tables, means few columns from the first table, few columns from the second table. If you wanted to combine, then it is called as joining of the table. It is given also over here, combining multiple rows of 2 or more tables. Fine. So this is what called as your joining. Now see, when we talk about joining, we have two types of joining. First is unrestricted join, means where we have not given any condition. Okay. And second one we are having is the restricted join, where we are giving some conditions. Now in restricted join, again, we will be having so many other multiple options to do. First, I'll show you first one option I will show you. Okay. For example, I'm using the table. First is my database 12 IP. Then I'm having, suppose, show tables. If I'm having multiple tables, then only I can combine them. Okay, now you can see I'm having multiple table, sports, and we will see try first. Select asterisk from try. And my another table, this is empty. Sports, we will check. Sports are having some information. Orders, we will check. Okay, fine. Now suppose I wanted to combine these two tables, sports and orders. Okay, and I just don't wanted to give any restrictions. This is what called as Cartesian join. How to combine that? Select asterisk from, after from you write both the table name. Your first table name is sports, comma, your second table name is orders. Now you can see both these tables are combined. Now what is the meaning of this? If you will see it properly. Now see, try to understand this. That in my first table, I was having 4 columns. And in the second table also, I am having 4 columns. So 4 plus 4, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So means your resultant table is having 8 columns. Means columns are added. And when we talk about rows, rows will be multiplied. Multiplied means you count over here 4 rows and over here 1 row. So 4 into 1. So 4 rows are there. Okay. So first of all, the very first thing you have to understand is this type of joining is called as Cartesian product. Okay. Where we are simply using the table names without any condition, but we are actually not using this type of joining, because see, this is not a proper type of join. So whenever we are giving joining, we have to give, if you will see this record properly, what you will understand that actually this record has been added with every record of this table. Okay, you can see over here also same record, same record, same record, and same record. So as it is concatenated with this. And if we are having multiple rows, so all those rows will be concatenated. Let me show you that also. We will check one more thing. Suppose I'm checking first EMP. Select asterisk from EMP. Okay, now I'll show you in the proper manner. Suppose this is my EMP table and second one is my sports table. Okay. Now, suppose if I wanted to combine these two tables, if I'll write a Cartesian product, let me know how many rows and how many columns will be there. You only calculate and let me know. What do you think? How many rows and how many columns will be there? Simply you can type. Yes, Neha, answer is correct for columns. Mantasha, how many rows and how many columns? So you have to specify. Sneha, for rows it is wrong. Pranjal, yours is also wrong. Sneha wrong. Pranjal wrong. Mantasha wrong.
मैम कॉलम्स तो 10 ही होंगे ना?
कैसे? What I said, columns will be added. तो आप दोनों के columns check करो और उनको add कर दो. How many columns will be there? Yes, you add both the columns. Add both the columns means first table 5 columns, second table 4 columns. So 5 plus 4, 9 columns. Okay, and rows will be. Again, I am repeating my statement. Rows will be multiplied. So if you will multiply rows, how many rows you will be getting now?
32.
Very good. You will be getting 32 because it is 8 into 4, 32 will be the answer. Fine. So if I will run this, you can see. Okay, now see here it is given 28. The reason is here 7 rows were there. Fine. Because I have counted on the basis of this 8. 7 rows are there and here 4 rows are there. So simply we can multiply 7 into 4. So it is 28. Okay, now what you have to understand, now you see, I was saying no that it will be multiplied. Now what is the meaning of multiplied? For example, this first row will be concatenated with all these 4 rows. So if you will see over here, you can see first James HR 45, then this one, then again first James, then again first James, then again first James. Okay, then second John, second John, second John, second John, then third Peter, third Peter, third Peter, third Peter, and so on. So ultimately what you have to understand, this is logically this is not correct method, but still we have this particular option. If any particular tables, every row we wanted to combine with other tables, every row, then only we are using this Cartesian product. Otherwise, whenever we are joining them, we have to give any condition. So therefore, this type of joining is called as your Pranjal, total number of rows were 28 क्योंकि first table में 7 rows were there and second वाली table में 4 rows थी. ठीक है, तो 7 into 4 28 हो गए थे.
मैम मैंने भी तो 28 कहा था.
हाँ, because that time we were assuming on the basis of that 8. Fine. Acha, so for restricted join it is given that it is without any restriction, without any condition. Sorry, unrestricted join. Now then next we are having is restricted join. Restricted join may we in the select query we will be adding a where clause. This is what you have to understand. Okay. Now for example, now see they have given one example that this is your one table EMPL, this is your second table department. Okay, now we have something common. Which common column is there in both the tables? Any column is common?
Department number.
Department number, you can see this is common. So whichever is common column, okay, on the basis of that you can combine these two. Yani this table is EMPL dot department number must be equal to DEPT dot department number. Okay, so how we are going to write that command? Something like this. Whatever you wanted to select, you write. Okay, and but in after in the where clause, we are writing EMPL dot department number is equal to DEPT dot department number. So what this indicates that joining must be done on the basis of equality. Now suppose over here also. For example, if we take these two table, fine, we can see in serial number also 1 2 3 4 was there, here also in SID also 1 2 3 4 was there. So what we can also do, we can also combine these two table on the basis of serial number of this and SID of this, because both of them are having at least common values. Okay, so what we can do, then after this I can write where your EMP table dot serial number is equal to your sports table dot SID. EMP. Table was EMP. So now if I'm going to write like this, you can see now it is combining on the basis of exact matching values. For example, 1 is here and you can see here also 1. Here also 2, so here also 2. Here also 3, so here also 3. Now it is showing the corresponding values of both the tables. So whenever we wanted to see corresponding value, this is how we used to check. This is what called as joining on the basis of, restricted join. I hope this is clear, this type of joining.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then when we use this type of joining, you will see that one more example is actually given. So that also I just wanted to show. Write a query to join two tables, EMPL and department on the basis of field number, DEPT number. So see, this is what we were discussing. Select asterisk from EMPL, comma DEPT. So basically what we are doing over here, we are writing the names of the tables. Then in where condition, whatever was the common value. Now see one example, what I have shown to you. With that you will understand one thing, that it is not compulsory that column name has to be same. The compulsory thing is that the type of value must be same. Okay, again I am repeating, it is not compulsory that column name has to be same, but the compulsory thing is that the values must be same. For example, here serial number, here SID. So no problem, it will work. And here you can see both are same, but having the same value. Most important thing is they must have same value. Now see, when we are writing like this, select asterisk. Okay, with this one problem you can say, or you can say that in this particular case, repeated value or the common column will be shown twice. Because if you will see your table, here also department number is there, here also department number is there. So if you will combine both these, so these two department number will be shown twice. Okay, you can see it is shown over here, that department number, these two, and same values are there. Okay, so generally this type of joining then we used to ignore, because it is actually what it is doing, it is showing you the name twice. So what you can do, if you wanted to just show the name one time, so what you can do in that particular case, you can write something like this. Okay, now it is what? EMPL dot asterisk. EMPL dot asterisk means from EMPL table all the columns, comma, DNAME, LOC from EMPL, comma, department. It means from EMPL all the columns will come, but from department only DNAME and LOC will come. If you are writing like this, you can see that now in this particular case, only department number will be shown to you one time. It will not shown to you multiple times. I hope this is also clear, that how we are combining. So it is your choice that how you wanted to combine. Either if you are writing simply asterisk, common column will be shown to you twice. And if you don't want that, then you have to write the name of the columns explicitly. Then one more thing, when we are combining, we can give name to the table as a alias. Okay, we can change the name. For example, I'm writing the same query again. Now here, generally what happens, no, the table names are sometimes very big. So if you wanted to create the another name of this table, so you can do that. How to do that? After writing your table name, give one space and change the name. Similarly, after table name, give one space and change the name. Now in complete table, you can refer your EMP with E and your sports with S. Now, what is the meaning of this? Now here, instead of EMP, you can write E dot serial number. Similarly, for sports dot SID, you can write S dot SID. So basically what you are doing here, that you are creating a alias, and then that alias you can use. And see, creation of alias is actually very common. Okay. So many times you will see that it is given in the book multiple times. So it is your choice. Now, anywhere in the program, you can use both these, EMP as well as E. Means either the name of the table you can use, or you can use E. Similarly, Anywhere you can use sports and anywhere you can use S. Now it is completely your choice that how you wanted to do. Now with this, if you wanted to add more queries, okay, for example, we know that total 3 values are coming, but suppose now my requirement is that the department must be HR. Now what should I do? Means, see how you will get the question in the paper, no? That you have to combine two tables on the basis of some particular condition. The very first condition is, see, whenever we say corresponding information, corresponding means we are going to write these two lines, this line. Otherwise, it will be a Cartesian product. Now my question is, and department must be HR. So what I am going to write? Any one of you?
Select asterisk from EMP E dot sports where E dot department is equal to S dot department.
What about HR?
या फिर
No, HR must, department must be HR.
where department is equal to HR.
So all your
Double inverted
queries,
comma.
all your queries are same. Only you are writing multiple table name. Like this, you can write 3-4 table names also. It is your choice. Okay. So what you can do after this? Now, most important thing is if you wanted to write multiple condition, as you were doing previously, also you are going to write and over here, and department is equal to HR. So now you can see you are getting only corresponding informations are combined. This is the first thing. And second important thing is only on the basis of HR it is combining. Okay. Now suppose you wanted to arrange it on the basis of price. Okay. For example, price, and that also in descending order. So same command you can use, and then order by we are using. So order by price and then descending order. So DESC. See, now you can see first 60. It means first it is showing first third record, then it is showing first record. So now this is what you have to understand, that all those clause, whatever we have discussed previously, all those clause you can use over here. Is this is clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I'm giving you one question and you have to solve that particular question. See, this one we have already discussed, order by clause. Then after this is the output. How to create table alias. Just now we have discussed. You can see over here. Here no alias was created. And here you can see EMPLE. And for DEPT they have not created. So if they have created, they can use the short form. If not created, they have to use the complete table name. Even they can create for both. And then they can use both. Okay, then now the next question is this one. Display the details like department number, department name, employee number, employee name, and salary. You can use any name. You can use any name. Only you have to understand that the department number was common. Okay, and then you try to write this particular query and order the rows by the number with department number. These details should be only for employee earning at least 1500 and of sales department. Now see, no doubt so many queries are there. Try to do it by yourself. I'm giving you 2 minutes for this, but try to do. Better remember, so many queries are there, so you need to be very careful when you are going to write. Only Pranjal has given the answer. What about others? Better try. Okay, not getting the answer. See, now we will see the question properly. Display the details like department number. So select. The very first thing was department number was, what to say? It was common in both. Okay. So first I will write the complete statement, then we will discuss why we have not used. So select department number, comma. Then second question is department name. So we are assuming that it is D name. Then third thing they are asking is the employee number. It is EMP number. As I said, you can take any column name. So it was not a big issue. Then after that, they are asking employee name. So it is E name. Then comma, they are asking you the job and salary. So job and salary. So all these, whatever columns they are asking, we are displaying separated by comma. Then after that, once all the select command is written, all the columns are written in the select, then we have to give from. Now in from, what we have to do, we have to write both the table name. For example, first table is your EMPL and second table is your DEPT. These two were my table. Okay, then after that, as they are asking, and the rows of the employee number with the department number means, it means the corresponding information. Corresponding information means, now see, we need to give the where clause. So where EMPL dot DEPT number is equal to DEPT dot DEPT number. Now see, you will see one thing, that in both the tables DEPT number is there. So we have to actually mention that this one is which DEPT number. Okay, any one you can write. Suppose I am writing EMPL.DEPT number. If you will not write like this, then you will get error message. Okay, so you have to be clear that if two common columns are having same name, then you have to write with respect to which particular table. So this is the first thing. Then after this, next thing given over here is, these details should be only for employees earning at least 1500. Yani salary should be greater than 1500. So and salary must be greater than 1500. This is the next thing. And of sales department. So you can see they have given one more query, that their department name should be sales. So and you can see over here that we have used, because three different queries were there, so we are using and multiple times. And department name is equal to sales. Okay, this is what you have to understand over here, that this is how you are going to write your query. If you let me know if you have any problem with this. Okay, again I'm repeating, select me all the column names. Okay, if the any column is common, then we have to write explicitly the name of the table. It is compulsory. Then we have from, in from, both the table name. Then we have where. In where, whenever two tables are there, this is how we are going to combine with respect to common columns, plus whatever additional conditions they have given, all must be written along with the and. Okay, ultimately you have to join. So ultimately you will be getting one particular answer out of all these. Anyone, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then see what they have done is select, then again department number, all these column names from, they have created the alias also for both the tables. Then where, this is the, for joining two tables, corresponding information, then the first condition, then the second condition. One more condition was given over here, order the rows by employee number. Okay, with department number, it was given that also. So therefore, when we are writing order by, first we are writing first department number and then employee number, because it was given that you have to order also. Okay, so therefore we are using order by clause. Then next is this particular question. Now see, display the employee details in the following format. They are asking like this. What they have given is, you have to show employee name, department, job, salary, grade. These all things you have to show. Here the department is department and grade is the salary grade. The salary grades as per the salary ranges are given in the table. Salary grade contains the following information, table salary grade. Okay, so this is the table given to you. And basically you have to show this grade, which was not there actually. Okay, so when you are going to show grade for the salary, it is given that, suppose that this is salary grade, this is one additional table given to you. Now you are having total 3 table. First one was EMPL, second was DEPT, and third is your salary grade. Okay, so ultimately what you have to do, you have to combine these 3 tables and then you have to perform this task. That is the salary falling between the range specified with low salary and high salary having the corresponding grade. Example, salaries falling between 700 to 1200 have grade 1. Acha, this is given over here. Means if anyone's salary is between 700 to 1200, then the grade is 1. So like this, and then you have to write the query for this. See, it will be difficult for you to understand. So directly I am writing the answer for this. See, the very first thing is the select statement. Okay. So in the select statement, again, whatever column names they are asking. So this is very simple. It is given here only. So first is your E name, comma, then department is your D name, comma, your job, comma, your salary, comma, grade. Now, as I said that there will be total 3 tables. So from this time you will be writing 3 names, EMPL, comma, DEPT, comma, and this is given salary grade. So salary grade. As for salary grade, I am making one alias, that is S, because it is very big name to type. Then after this, all where condition I am going to write. As we know, the very first where condition will be on the basis of combining 2 tables, fine. So ultimately we are going to combine first 2 table with respect to its department number. So where first is to combine. So for combining, EMPL dot DEPT number is equal to DEPT dot DEPT number. This is the first thing. Then after that, all the other queries between and. So now in and, what it is, what extra thing was given over here, that Here the department is department and the grade is salary grade. The salary grade is shown to you. Fine. So ultimately what you have to do, you have to check the salary basically. If the salary is between local salary and higher salary, okay, then you have to print that particular grade. So therefore, and salary between. Now we know the that column names are low cell and high cell. So between low cell and high cell. Okay, then that is the salary falling between the range between this and so on. So you have to write the query for the same thing. So this will be your query for the same thing. I hope this is also clear to all of you. You can see the answer given over here, that first all the column names, then all the table names, then after that the salary between local cell and high cell. Acha, now what you have to understand, when we are combining first join condition was on the basis of common column, and second joining condition is on the basis of local salary and low salary and high salary. I hope this is clear to all of you up to here. If not, then also you go through page number 402 and tomorrow let me know that whatever problems you are facing, because this is completely new topic for you. Fine. And joining you have not done previously. So do practice of all these and then we will continue tomorrow. Any doubt you can ask, so that at least you will understand that how we can combine the combine two or more tables. Okay, then we will continue tomorrow. Good day all of you.